People, Dandolf here, and we are coming back for another edition of Easy Minecraft Farms. Today, we're going to be looking at some wheat. So, I've got a few things set up over here. So basically, the first thing I want to talk about is just how regular wheat works. So to do that, I'm just going to pull a few things out of the chest here. So everything here is more than you need to actually grow wheat. If you're very new to Minecraft, this will be very helpful. If you're not very new, we can go ahead and skip on. You can go ahead and skip forward in the video, and you'll see a few more interesting designs for that. But basically, let's talk about how wheat works in the game. So basically, there's a few things that you need to do to be able to grow any crop in this game. So I'm going to start out by digging out a little bit of a path, and I'm going to put some water in this. If you're in survival mode, you need to craft a bucket. It takes 3 iron, and then go to a water source and actually pick it up with the bucket, and then you'll have water in your bucket. Then you need to take your hoe, and you need to till some ground. Of course you need to till ground, you're making crops. That's just how it works. So you till your ground, and then you want to put it next to the water. As you can see, the tilled ground gets saturated. That's going to keep it from turning back into regular ground, to help with that. So basically, and then the next thing you need to do is you need to get some seeds, some wheat seeds. You can do this by punching any grass. You'll see grass growing around you. Just go ahead and punch that, and it will randomly drop you some seeds, and then you can take that. Or if you punch wheat as well, that will also give you seeds. So then all you need to do is right click on the tilled soil, and you will get some wheat. Over time, this will grow. As you can see, here's the different stages of the wheat growing. It does take time. I think it's about 20 minutes total real life time for it to turn into full wheat it has to be loaded for 20 minutes, so you have to be near it. So you can ultimately do this as much as you want. Each water source will go up 4 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you could make your wheat field, with each water block this way, and fill all this in with wheat seeds as well. You can expand this and make it as big as you want, or a lot of people like to do single source, so they put one source and then do, a circle around it kind of thing. And then, there's different things you can do to try and make it, look nicer. So I always like to kind of put a fence around it, because if animals walk over this, they will stomp on it, and they potentially can destroy your crops that you have planted. So I do like to put a fence around it. So just put a fence around like this. And then, if you don't like the water being there, you can put some trap doors against the water. And then this gives you a platform to walk on while you're putting all your seeds in and, harvesting all your wheat. So that's it. That's the basics of how wheat works. Wheat's useful for several things, but we'll get into that later. So this is, very simple, very easy, very beginner start of game wheat farm. So next we're going to look at a little bit of a different mechanic that you can use with wheat. So if you have a dispenser with water in it, that water will dispense out, and then you can pull that water back into the dispenser. So what you can do is you can hit the water's going to flow, and then you can have that water push, and then it will pull all of your wheat up from the soil. So it will automatically till all of that for us. And then I just have a hopper going into that. So let's take a look and see how that works. See, everything goes into the hopper, and then it comes into the chest here. Unfortunately, none of that wheat was built yet. And then, of course, you could build up the walls higher so that it doesn't, push into there. And then you turn it off. You can come back here and fill all that back in, let it grow again. So this is tileable, so you can make this as wide as you want it. You can do, whatever water mechanics you want to use. You can put it up, and you can make it drop down. You can make this, 5 layers deep, and then, however you want to build it. But that's kind of the idea. So let's take a look at very quickly at how we can build that. So I'm just going to drop off all this stuff in my inventory real quick. Whoops. Oh, I never filled that chest anyway. So we're going to take some of that. We're going to take some of that. So these are the things that you're going to need. You'll see them here in my inventory. Perfect. Again, I'm using the smooth quartz because I just think it's a nice, easy block. So what you ultimately want is you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you want your dispenser to be here because that's how far the water is going to flow. So I'm going to put that there. And we'll go ahead and build this one up too so you can see how it's going to save from things falling into the off the sides like they did in our previous one. Okay, and then you want to go ahead and dig out this piece here. Whoops, this piece there. You can go ahead and put your chest down here. You could also make this a double chest if you like. I just think it looks nicer being a single. And then you want to shift and click your chest so that your hopper points into your chest. So everything that gets caught by the hopper will go right there. Okay, and then you want to have your lever. Doesn't really matter where you put your lever. I'm just going to put it right here for convenience. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you want to make sure it points into the dispenser. If it's going this way, that will not power your dispenser. So you want to make sure it points into the dispenser and then everything should work fine. You can also only go a maximum of 15. So you see here I'm at the max. If I needed to go further, it's simple enough. You can just take one piece of this out and put a repeater in line, but this should work perfectly fine because it's still at the max length. So, and then the last thing we want to do is grab a hoe. We're going to till this land. Whoops. Put our seeds down. And on the other one, I just have water underneath here. I can show you. You can see it there on the side so that it keeps all the soil nice and fresh. So I'm not going to worry about that here. But that's how you can get water in there and keep it all nice and fresh. So what we need is a water bucket. Throw that in there. Now everything should be functional. Flip that. And it's going to push all those seeds. They're going to land in there. We should have 7 seeds. That's exactly how many we planted. Perfect. And then just flip it again for it to turn off. So that's a pretty simple mechanic that can make... I'm actually using a water... I just made a wheat tower that uses water to till all of my crops for me in my Let's Play series. It's a very useful and simple mechanic to make farming at least take half as much time as it normally does, because taking the wheat up and then having to go back and put all the seeds down, it's just a very time-consuming process. So this helps you skip at least half of that. Okay, so then the last thing that you can do with wheat is if you're sitting here looking at your wheat and you're like, man, this is taking way too long, I want it to be faster, you can actually take bone meal and hit it and it will grow. So we take that method to an extreme in the next one. I've seen this design on several different, it's a long-running design. I don't know who originally created it, but I didn't watch any videos of building this. I knew that the idea existed, and I just kind of went about it and built it, how I felt like was probably the best way to do it. So what we have here is we have 3 dispensers all filled with bone meal. What we're going to do is we're going to turn this lever on. It's going to tick very quickly and automatically dispense bone meal. Then we'll just stand here and we will fill that with seeds. So I was also realizing last time that I didn't have a water source, and I think that's going to help this whole situation. So I'm going to very quickly put a water bucket in here. Perfect. Now that should stay nice and tilled once we till it. Okay, so what's happening here is we have a chest at the bottom to collect everything. There's a hopper above that chest that's pulling things out of the minecart hopper. The minecart hopper is there because the minecart hopper can actually pull things through the block that's above it. So that's what's going to be hopefully catching most of our stuff, if whatever we don't pick up. Then I have a small little comparator clock going here. These are very simple and very, very fast. So that will go through here, power up all the dispensers, which will be ticking all as fast as the clock can let it. So let's see how it works. I'm going to turn it on. As you can see, it's ticking very, very quickly, pushing out as much bone meal as possible. So you hit that. You basically hold your left click, and as you see a wheat pop up, you just click it. The longer you stay in here, the longer you do this, the more wheat you're going to get. So it's a quick way to pick up a little bit of wheat. You can hold both, but what I've noticed is if you do it too long, or if you run out of bone meal, you're going to accidentally break your block below it. So just be careful about that. But you can sit here and hold both. So now let's hop down here and take a look. So there's none in there, but as you can see, we're in creative mode, so it's not going to, but that's the concept behind this. So it's very, very simple, very quick to build. So let's go ahead and do one of these. So I'm not going to do like any super crazy extra wheat farm, because we're already looking at 3 different styles of wheat farms here. I don't think that's 100% necessary on this one. So I'm just going to clear out inventory real quick. But if you do want to see me do something really stupid and fun with wheat, just let me know. I can never get off the freaking ground when I'm in creative mode. There we go. No? Okay, screw it. Okay, I need this, 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 and this. Okay, so you start by putting your chest down at the bottom. Then shift clicking a hopper into it. Then you need to be standing next to this. Oh, I didn't get a rail. Rail. Minecart with hopper. Okay, above that. That's not going to let me do it. Above that, you put a block of dirt. And this is our collection system complete. So, block here, block here, block here. Dispenser, dispenser, dispenser. I'm just going to build out basically only the blocks we need here. This is where our redstone is going to go. Okay, so that's basically it for our redstone. I'll put a little standing platform for us, and that's pretty much all we need here. So I need comparator, redstone dust, I've got repeaters, bone meal. Let's take a full stack, and let's get going. So let's throw a lever right here. Let's throw a comparator right here and turn it on. Let's do dust, dust, dust. Dust, dust. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's extend our signal. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. So we should be all set to go. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and put some of this bone meal into each one. Till this. Get a wheat seed. Oh, and we forgot to put the water, right? So that was an addition we made. I'm probably going to need that again now that the dirt already untilled itself. Okay, till that dirt again, and there we go. Everything seems to be working, so we should just be able to hold both buttons and go to town getting some wheat. So that's 3 different versions of a wheat farm. Yeah, each one kind of serves its own purpose. This one, very simple, very easy at the very beginning of the game. Anybody can make this. You can get this set up. All you need is a little bit of wood to make your hoe and some grass to punch. So that's a very quick, easy beginning source of food for the game. Second, you can make this gigantic. You can make hugely massive wheat farms that automatically pull all the wheat. And then all you have to do is run around and put some seeds into it. Make it super simple, super easy. And then the last one, you can get quick wheat if you don't need that much. You could AFK this if you wanted to and come back with a whole bunch of wheat. Apparently, I'm missing a carpet here. But yeah, so that's that's wheat. So that the different uses for wheat obviously is you can turn it into bread and make food. You can trade it with villagers, or you can feed it to cows, which it's a very versatile product. It's a very useful thing. So, you definitely want to be able to get a bunch of wheat. So if anybody wants to see anything else with wheat, just let me know. If not, that's about it for today. So thank you for watching, and I will be back next time with another simple Minecraft 1.16 farm. Thanks, guys. My name's Dandolf, and I will see you next time.